Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics jump between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of...
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. In the red zone. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down following the run. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first to the offense, second round the defense. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So Wilson heads for the sidelines, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. This is Rawls, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, rolls. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A give. This is Cook. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Left side caught by Diggs. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Fresh set of downs here. Bridgewater again. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Counterplay, Rawls. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green.
They'll drop the throw. Going for it all. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards on the ground. Again, it's Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Third and short yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Buying time to his left. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a third and goal here. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Bridgewater. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An update from Denver, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They set up the screen to Walls. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Bridgewater. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Bridgewater on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Butker able to put this one through. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively when he went for that ball. Losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go again with Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Down, Murray. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Wait, Dagger. Get ready. Wait, 90.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now. He's going to let it go deep for the end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try again with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The offense on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Bridgewater to throw it. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. A screen here to Vereen. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Slot man moves right. Cook following the penalty. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Michael Bannon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They start on the ground with Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Again, going left is Rawls. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and it's 3rd and 4. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No.
Under pressure now. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right,
got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.